All right, guys. Another year, another video, another game, bro. And by the way, guys, if y'all new here, this is no Madden gameplay at all. This is just completely a background. But I'm gonna be talking about the real NFL game that just happened, bro. Today, September 8th, the Falcons versus Vikings. If y'all didn't know, I'm a Falcons fan. I do this after every game. I do it in the preseason because it's the preseason. This game, bro. All I gotta say is there's no excuses whatsoever. The Vikings straight outplayed us. They was ready to play. The team looked like they didn't know what the freak they were doing as far as on the Falcons side. The Vikings, I honestly expected Adam Thielen to just go crazy on this, but surprisingly, Diggs and Thielen only had like 40 something yards each. I mean, and Kirk Cousins only had 98 yards, I believe. That's crazy. Kirk Cousins 98 yards and Thielen, like the commentator said, Thielen only had 45 yards, but we got freaking destroyed, man. Even though the score was 28-12, the score was basically 28-0. Um, the only good thing that came out of this game that I can see, the defense wasn't horrible, but they were bad. And the thing is, they did better against the pass than they did against the run. And kind of the offense set up the defense in bad field position. Now, the final score was 28-12. My boy Matt had 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Yo, shout out, man. Oh my gosh, bro. This game was so sloppy. I'm talking about it felt like they had no energy, no nothing. No none of that. Like they just came out like the home field advantage really got to the Falcons, man. Like I'm talking about all that score. Like I never seen that in the beginning of the game. I never seen the whole score thing. I heard about it, people on YouTube comments. I don't dislike the Vikings. The Vikings are cool. I wish they would have kept Case Keenum because I like them. They cool. I had nothing against the Vikings at all. Adam Thielen is like my favorite receiver in the league. Y'all should know that by now. Um, but man, this game was sloppy, bro. First of all, Austin Hooper. Shout out to Austin Hooper. He got 9 receptions, 77 yards. He was balling out. Julio Jones. They didn't really do nothing. Like it's like the game plan was actually good. I believe Dirk Cutter called a good game. The team did not execute nothing. The team did a horrible job executing. I know Russell Westbrook did a good job executing. They was horrible. That's why I hate when they sit out starters in the preseason because when game time comes, it's like that first game. Those first couple of games is their preseason. You can do stuff in practice all the time, but guess what? In practice, you can't hit the quarterback. You can't do certain things. I'm pretty sure they're not calling penalties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know what the freak they're doing. They came out looking tired. Like they played, like in Little League, I used to have tournaments and play the next game right after. They looked like they came out there and played like that was their third game of the day. Completely trash. Now, as far as the Vikings, bro, you gotta give these people some credit, man. Dalvin Cook, dude, was freaking running amok on him. I'm talking about he probably would have had 3 touchdowns if it wasn't for that penalty, but the dude had 21 carries, 111 yards, bro. 2 touchdowns. I'm just talking about straight balling. And that rookie, I forgot his first name, but Madison, the dude was balling too, 49 yards or 9 carries. They balled out, man. They had a great game plan coming into the game, and it was just like, wow, bro. Like the dudes were just balling, and the Falcons didn't know what the freak they were doing, bro. They was trash. We was straight garbage. This game started off to be probably one of the worst games I've seen Dan Quinn coach, and he was supposed to be like the leader of the defense. He taking over the defense, but it was trash on both sides, man. And the commentators, like usually the commentators don't give us no credit, but they was like, "Yo, this offense supposed to be high power." They kept listening to people we got, but we didn't do nothing. The offensive line, that we drafted, I didn't see no improvement at all. We looked worse than what we did last year. And I told y'all, Steve Sarkisian was the worst offensive coordinator we ever had. But the commentator said we was fifth in offense last year. But guess what? We was trash. We ran the same plays over and over. It, Like it's tough. But the player of the game is obviously that man, Anthony Harris, bro. That man was everywhere, man. Like I don't know how the heck he was locking up. He was locking at everybody he was on, man. The dude is definitely the player of the game. I'm talking about. I think he had a fumble recovery. He had two interceptions or something like that. The dude is a straight baller. Obviously in Madden, they probably gonna get this man a team of the week. He deserves it. I probably put him on my team. The dude was straight baller. Harrison Smith. I think he had the most tackles for the Vikings. Harrison Smith, he's a cool dude. I have nothing against these guys and stuff like that, man. But as far as the Falcons fan point of view, I don't like how the season's going already. Right when I seen the first play, Adam Thielen scored a touchdown. I'm like, yo, this game is over, bro. And I don't even like to think like that as a fan, but I'm telling y'all, what we did out there today was completely horrible. And this is the season. I told y'all when Dirk Cutter got signed, I was like, yo, we're going to the Super Bowl. And this is the most excited I've ever been about a season. But after this game, it's like it ain't no hope, man. Like I'm almost done already with this season. Y'all be like, oh, it's one game, bro. You're not a real fan. I am a real fan, bro. I've been around this jump forever. I'm a young guy, but I've seen it all. I was I lived through every disappointment that we'd have had. I'd have been through the great moments and the heartfelt moments. I've been in the stadium doing the great moments. I've been in the stadium doing the heartfelt moments. I was at the freaking 49ers game when we lost against Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? I was there when we beat the Seahawks before that even game started. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen all of that, bro. I was there. I lived it. I seen Matt Ryan's first pass. I seen all of that, bro. I seen it, bro. But now these dudes really coming out looking like complete clowns. How the heck do you sign Julio Jones and come out and act like ain't no vibe from that? Like it's like, oh, I got, like usually when stuff like that happens, they get excited, like, let's go, man. You know what? We got signed, man. We're gonna come out, we're gonna do what we gotta do. They came out looking scared immediately. Like, like they was really on some Viking shit for real. Like we back in the what 1500, 18 medieval times, and they really had to go in the Viking shit to play football. That's how it felt. They didn't know what the heck they was doing. The offensive line looked trash. Jake Matthews, who was supposed to be, I guess, our best lineman, who was the main one getting destroyed. I guess the rookies actually didn't do that bad besides like penalty calls and probably one like the Neil Hunter sack or something like that. But Jake Matthews was the one that got destroyed this whole game. Matt Ryan was just looking, When he finally got time, nobody was getting open. The whole time they was putting Matt on his butt. And it's just like, bro, what the heck were they doing, man? It just like, I'm tired of seeing this, young. And usually we don't lose the first game. I know last year we lost the first game against Philly. Um, and now, even though the score, I told you said 12-28, we got blown out, bro. To me, it's 28-0. The Vikings came out to play, man. They balled out. They balled out. And I was questionable about this game only because of Thielen. That's the only thing I was like, yo, we can't stop this man. That's all I was like coming in this game. I was like, yo, we got to make sure we stop this man. I thought the offense was going to do better than what the heck they did. But in the preseason, after seeing defensive line just going straight through them, I know Gary, he had went through surgery and stuff like that. But the offensive line is looking worse than it was the year before. Freeman, I don't. I gotta even look. I gotta look this junk up. What did Devontae even do, bro? Devontae had 8 carries for 19 yards. Trash. Smith, he did better than look. Matt Ryan did better than Devontae Freeman. Matt Ryan, I didn't even realize this. Matt Ryan had 2 carries for 24 yards. Freeman had 8 for 19. Matt Ryan had more rushing yards and almost as much as Smith on 2 carries. Matt Ryan was low key almost the leading rusher for this game for the Falcons. Man, I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm glad Matt Ryan is comfortable in the system, but it's like the team don't have that vibe no more. It's like we just coming off that Super Bowl loss. Like they really came out. They didn't play with no type of swagger. They didn't do nothing like that. Only person that really was playing like that was probably Tech McKinley, and they didn't really. I didn't really see him out there too much. Everybody else wasn't playing with no swagger. Keanu O'Neal was trying to lay dudes out, and I don't think that should have been a penalty. But he the only one that looked like he was trying. Well, Deion Jones was too. Deion Jones, I give Deion Jones credit. Obviously, Deion Jones. I think he made the most tackles for us as well. Actually, Devondre Campbell did. It's crazy because I don't even remember them calling his name, but yeah, Devondre Campbell and Deion Jones. Also, as far as on our team, who got MVP for me was Grady Jarrett because at least he was in on every play. He was shining the ball out. Again, so I don't know if that was a rookie center or something like that. The rookie center for the Vikings, that he did a good job, man. But Grady Jarrett, he actually looked like a star out there, man. But this is probably one of the worst games I've seen Dan Quinn coach. As far as the team energy, I like that Matt Ryan at least stayed in the whole game because when I saw Matt Shot warming up, I was furious. I was like, "Are you serious, bro? Like they really about to give up? I don't care if it's 20-0 or not." When I see him warm up, I was about to like make a video instantly. And the thing is, you know what I said about Dan Quinn? I made a video in the Ravens game live, and I put it out like, "Yo, Dan Quinn sucks." I like Dan Quinn's attitude nowadays. He's more relaxed. He's more laid back. He's not too serious. As far as like, he's not like, oh, he's chill. But his decision making has got to do better, man. Like that timeout, I don't know he always makes the wrong type of timeouts. When he made that timeout in what was it, the third quarter, I was like, what are you doing? They scored anyway. What are you doing? I I don't even know where to go from this guy. Like I said, I don't. When I make these videos, I don't write nothing down. I just think about what's going on. I watch the games, and I just think we was completely trash. That's all I'm gonna say. We was trash. I don't see. I don't think we're gonna lose against the Eagles. The Eagles are nice. I like Malcolm Jenkins. I like Fletcher Cox and all the other people next week. But Carson Wentz, we need to blow these motherfuckers out. I'm a Nick Foles fan. I never was really a fan of Carson Wentz. We need to blow these dudes out. And I'm gonna be there. We're gonna be at home next week. But the Vikings has always been a tough team. I think we lost against the Vikings. Um, was that the year we went to the Super Bowl? I'm not sure. But I remember the last time we played the Vikings, we was at home and we got destroyed. We got destroyed, and it's just not looking good for us, guys. It's not. That's all I gotta say. I'm trying to keep it short. I'm trying to come up with some, but I can't come up with nothing, bro. We just got outplayed. We got outcoached. The Vikings really came in acting like they wanted to win the game. And I seen comments on YouTube videos talking about the Falcons, and they literally said the only thing that's stopping the Falcons are the Falcons, and that's 100% true. Do we have? I think both teams are maybe I don't know equally talented. If you look at Harrison Smith is kind of like a Ken O'Neal, but Harrison Smith is better. Matt Ryan, I believe, is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. By the way, this is the first time Matt has ever lost against Kirk Cousins. And you know what I'm saying? Obviously. Stephon Diggs, like it's a new Julio. I don't think you can say he's Adam Thielen, but you know what I'm saying? It's basically, we got the star power. Obviously, you see that. Anthony Barr, even though the dude was trash last year, he actually came in and he actually did some good blitzes off the edge. But I guess you could say that's Deion Jones type. They cover linebackers. So it's like we got basically the same type of talent, but the Vikings are the ones that showed up. We look like straight garbage. And somehow Matt still had 300 yards this game. And I told you Kirk Cousins had 98. So they knew what to do against us. They ran the ball down our throat. Kirk Cousins only had 10 passes this game and completed 8. And 1 touchdown. They got the freak out of there. Their game plan was to run the ball. They play extra run. That was it. And they won the game. They had 28 points and only passed the ball 10 times. So yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do I think the season is over? That's what it's starting to feel like, man. Dan Quinn, I told you, I don't think he sucks no more, but because I told you I like his attitude, but he got to get this stuff together, bro. I'm tired of hearing this junk every week. Oh, we had a good week of practice. I'm tired of that junk, bro. I'm tired of all of that. I'm tired of that bull crap. We got the offensive coordinator we need. He's running the defense. So what are you doing, man? It's time for the players to show it on the field. And I don't really know if this was about coaching too much, but as far as the energy, I told you, Dan Quinn is a strategist. He needs to be a motivator, bro. As a Falcons, even though if you saw watch Dion clip on the Falcons YouTube channel, the city was built on motivation, bro. The vibe is supposed to be a vibe. You can't be a strategist in Atlanta. You have to be a motivator, bro. The whole rise up thing, like when you go to church, the whole rise up, bro. Like it's to motivate people. You ain't talking about, oh yeah, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. No, bro, it ain't about that, bro. Like you're supposed to be motivating these guys out here. I don't care if they grown men or not. A quarterback, Matt Ryan is a leader. He's a great leader. He's a motivator, bro. You saw how people was like, "Oh, the game is over." Matt, like, "Yo, get freaking set. Come on, bro. Let's try to do this." Matt was the only one that looked like he wanted to still try to win the game, and Matt was the one getting put on his butt because of his offensive line, but he still felt confidence in his guys that we can try to do something. That's what I like about Matt. Matt could only do what he could do. If you see these freaking big 300 linemen like Lenovo Joseph, Daniil Hunter, and Everson Griffin coming at you, bro, you're gonna be like, oh shoot, let me try to escape. But these dudes fast and quick, you're gonna get put on your butt. But like I said, he started off his first pass was a pick. The first play of the game was a sack, and the first possession was a block punt. So, yeah. So anyway, much respect to the Vikings. Shout out to Adam Thielen. Shout out to Anthony Harris. Good game to y'all. Obviously, we was trash. I hope we beat the Eagles because I think Carson Wentz needs to get exposed. Nick Foles carried this man, and that's how I feel about that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Skull thing. Shout out to Skull. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, bro. The last time I really like rooted for you guys, I told y'all was when Case Keenum and stuff like that, and I liked y'all when y'all had Brett Favre, the Saints with the whole Bounty Gate jump. That was bullcrap. And the same way the Vikings went into that game against the Saints is the same way our Falcons went into this game. And it's funny, by the way, I'm in this off, that Matt Ryan passed the quarterback, was Tarkenstein or whatever, the old Vikings quarterback. Matt Ryan passed him in yards in this game. That was like a storyline, I guess. That's probably why they let Matt stay in the game so he can do it against the team. I think that's kind of crazy. That's kind of interesting that they did it like that. But anyway, guys, I'll see y'all in the next one, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all want me to make a separate video of what I feel like we're gonna happen against the Eagles, y'all let me know, man. I'm out.